High School District. And this morning, I'm your MC for our Student of the Month program for March 10, 2021. Before we get into the main part of the program, I'd like to ask Cameron Stevens from Student Venture Club to lead us in a prayer, and City Council Member Dean Dinas from the City of Menifee to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So Cameron, can you lead us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Grant. Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for this morning. Jesus, we're so grateful for the opportunity to gather again on this wonderful rainy morning that we can be at least inside and online and together. Lord, as we come to celebrate these kids, we celebrate their accomplishments, and we celebrate them in all that they are, who they are, and what they've done and what they're going to continue to do. Jesus, I pray that you would bless them with encouragement and strength. Lord, as they finish out this school year, I pray, Father God, that you would continue to go before them, that their eyes would be set upon you and all that they plan to do, as we look forward to hearing what they're headed to do and all that you have for them. Jesus, thank you for their parents, their guardians, their community that surrounds them with love and support. Pray that you would uplift them in this season as well. And we thank you for the schools, the district personnel, the admin, the teachers, the staff, the coaches, just this community, Lord God, that you've blessed us with. Thank you for that support. Thank you for that love. And I pray, Father God, you would just bless this morning. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Please join me the pledge to our nation's flag. If you stand up if you can. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Excuse me, for which stands one nation. Oh, excuse me, I got the cough. If you continue on, please. Indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Sorry about that, folks. Usually I don't cough unless I wear a mask, but this time it's unique.
That's just fitting for how we started the meeting this morning, right? Well, the Student of the Month program was founded in 1998, about 23 years ago, and kind of the mission and history of the program. The Student of the Month program is a local high school recognition program supported by the community to acknowledge and honor college, vocational, and trade school-bound senior students for their character, their love of learning, commitment to academics, participation in athletics, school activities, community service, or the ability to persevere and overcome difficult life circumstances in a setting that honors God, country, family, community, and free enterprise. This was all designed by through Sally Meyer with her Sizzler Corporation. She started it out in Temecula, moved up to Murrieta, Lake Elsinore, and then finally into our Paris area. And I think she was doing it out in Hemet also. To start with, I'd like to introduce our principals. Just like I'm pinch hitting for Sally Meyer today. She is busy with her business all over the state of California. We have a couple of pinch hitters for our principals this morning too. But we do have our Paris High principal, Mr. Juan Santos here, and their student, Jesus Ortiz. Just kind of wave your hand and say hello this morning. And we'll hear more from them as we go through. From Heritage High School, our principal is Mark Harrell, and their student is Riley Chapman. Congratulations, Riley. Thank you, Mr. Harrell. From the California Military Institute, pinching for Mr. Milosavljevic, we have Rebecca Beagle, the assistant principal, and their student of the month, Yasmin Ramirez. Thank you all for being here. And from Paloma Valley High School, pinching for Ms. Tomasian is Dr. Kyle Garrity, assistant principal at Paloma Valley, and their student, Aaron Kalalang. Raise your hand, wave Aaron if you're out there. Thank you. We want to introduce members from the Chamber of Commerce. This program is heavily sponsored by our Chamber of Commerce and help us organize and get sponsors and do those different things. So we're going to let a couple of representatives for the Chamber of Commerce make some comments. From the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, Kirk Skorpanich. And I do want to recognize Manisha Jones as a new executive director. Thank you for being here this morning. We appreciate your support. So Kirk, it's all yours for a minute.
Great, thank you, Mr. Bennett. Hey, so it's an honor and a pleasure to be here and to recognize all of you outstanding students. And one of the things that people are here monthly hear me say is that, you know, there are over 10,000 students in the Paris Union High School District, at all of our high schools. And we have 4 students that are being recognized today. And that's just indicative of how amazing you guys are and how proud we are of you. And it's especially amazing right now that you're being recognized because the schools have been in distance learning the entire year. So you guys have actually not only demonstrated outstanding achievement over your career as students, but also during distance learning when it's been really difficult for everybody. You guys have just shined, and you're the shining stars within our community's future. And so we're very, very proud of you. I wanted to let you know that the entire business community in Menifee is supporting you and behind you and wants to continue to see the great things that you're going to do in the future, because we know that they're going to be amazing. And we also just want to let you know that we're looking forward to you coming back to the community and contributing to Menifee and Paris Valleys, and just making sure that you're continuing to support our communities here, because we just support you and stuff. And so I also wanted to take a moment and just welcome Ms. Jones, our new executive director for the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce. I know when some of you guys were coming in, I introduced you to our council, but she's going to be taking over from here on out with these messages and stuff that we're really excited about having her here too.
Thank you, Kirk. I appreciate that introduction. It's nice to see everybody, and congratulations, students.
Okay.
Next, I'd like to introduce from the Paris Valley Chamber of Commerce, Ignacio Valdivia. Ignacio, you have a few words for our students.
Morning, Grant. Yes, good morning, students, parents. We cannot say thank you enough for all your hard work that you've done throughout this year. It's been a challenging year for sure, but you guys have overcome every single obstacle, and you're getting ready for graduation, that big moment. So we're really excited for you. As Kirk mentioned, everything that he said is so true. Please come back to our community and support us. But enjoy your last year, enjoy college. It'll be an exciting moment for all of you. And we wish you the best. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Ignacio. Thank you, and thank you, Kirk. Also, we also want to thank this whole program is run through volunteers. There's no paid employees for the Student of the Month program. The two chairs that help really run this and do all the hard work come from my office, Anna Fetzner and Sarah Rico. Ladies, could you wave and maybe say something so your picture will pop up saying good morning or something? There's Sarah up in the corner. Thank you, Sarah. And there's Anna down on the right for me.
Good morning.
Very good. And I guess I'm considered a volunteer because I'm emceeing this morning. And I love when Sally's here. She does this much better than I do. But I'm a huge baseball fan. So I consider myself the Manny Mota of emceeing the Student of the Month program. Only old Dodger fans will know who that is. Number 11, right? We also want to recognize some of our meal sponsors that are here. And we haven't been able to meet face to face with this year, but they still help support and really drive what we're doing in our Student of the Month program. From the city of Menifee, we have Councilman Dean Dinas and Mayor Bill Zimmerman. Thank you for being here this morning, gentlemen. From the city of Paris, we have Mayor Michael Vargas. Thank you for being here, Mayor Vargas. And you'll hear more from some of these people as we move down the road a little bit on this program. From CR&R, Ignacio Valdivia. You heard him. He's also the president of the Paris Valley Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Ignacio. From the Eastern Municipal Water District, Alma Ramirez is here with us this morning. Thank you for being here, Alma. We appreciate your support. From the Paris Union High School District, I'm here. Anna Fetzner is here. I introduced her earlier. Sarah Rico. Bob Bruff, Robert Bruff is our new Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. So thank you for being here this morning, Bob. Director of Executive Director of Technology, Joe Williams, and our Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Kirk Skorpanich. And Candace Rains had another appointment she had to be at, so she wouldn't make it this morning. From the Rotary Club of Paris, we have our President, Juan Santos, and Mike Behrens, both here this morning. Thank you, gentlemen. From Star Milling, Bill Kramer and Paul Kramer are both here this morning. Thank you, longtime supporters of this program. We really appreciate you being here with us this morning. Something else, it's a really cool for the students, if in case you don't know, part of this is a scholarship program. There's what we call a Student of the Year program. The 8 Student of the Months get to apply for a scholarship. And right now, the scholarship's sitting at $2,100 per scholarship for each student. And this couldn't happen without sponsorship also. And again, I want to recognize the people that are here that are helping support that scholarship program. From Eastern Municipal Water District, Alma Ramirez. Thank you, Alma, again, for your support and scholarships also. Mike and Angel Barons, also one of our sponsors. Thank you, Mike and Angel. The Menifee Chamber of Commerce, Kirk Skorpanich and I lost the name already, I'm sorry.
Manisha Jones.
Manisha Jones, I'm sorry.
That's
It takes me a while, Manisha, but I'll get it down. From Mount San Jacinto Community College, Cynthia Garcia and Brenda Medina are both here. Thank you, ladies, for joining us this morning. From PUMA, which is the Parish Union Management Association, this is our school district administrators. We have a group, and the only object of that group is we raise money to give scholarships to students. So our representative is our president, Erica Tejeda. Erica, where are you out there? She's also will be the principal at Liberty High School that'll open up in August, our newest high school.
Good morning, everyone. I couldn't find the mute button, sorry.
From the Rotary, again, sponsoring here is Rotary Club of Paris, Juan Santos and Mike Behrens. Thank you, gentlemen. And again, from Star Milling, Bill and Paul Kramer. They've been longtime supporters, and we really appreciate them as being part of this. Then we have some Student of the Year gift sponsors, and they donate some special gifts for the Student of the Year program. From Costco Lake Elsinore, CNR again, Ignacio, In-N-Out Burger, and Coca-Cola are all have gift sponsors for the Student of the Year program. And I talked a little bit about Student of the Year, how it works. You'll get an application from Sarah that the students will complete and turn in. It is a competitive scholarship program, so you do your best to put your best foot forward on that and getting all the information in that we need, because we'd love to really honor you with the scholarship here later in the school year. We also couldn't do this program without the support of our local elected officials and dignitaries, and we'd like to give them a chance to say a few words to our students of congratulations. So I'm going to read the order that we're going to go this morning. We'll start out with Mayor Vargas from the city of Paris. He'll be followed by Councilman Dean Dinas from city of Menifee. And then Italia Garcia from Senator Richard Roth's office will speak. Then from Riverside County Supervisor Jeff Hewitt's office, Amber Smalley. And then I'll wrap it up for the Parish Union High School District. So Mayor Vargas, it's all yours.
Thank you, Grant. Good morning, everybody, students and parents, and all our staff members and our sponsors. Students, this is a very exciting day for you. This is a great achievement to be selected as Student of the Month out of all your students in your class. That's large numbers, so to be selected is really outstanding. That means you are really putting an effort towards your education and looking forward to your future. I wish all of you much success in your future endeavors. Get that degree, and remember to come back to your prospective cities and give back to your communities. We need to spread the wealth. And I want to especially thank our parents for all your support. I'm pretty confident to say without your support, your student wouldn't be here right now with us. A los padres, muchas gracias a apoyar la educación de sus hijos. Es muy importante. So thank you, everybody, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Mayor Vargas. Councilman Dinas.
Yes, well, on behalf of the city of Menifee, congratulations on your recognition today. It was well deserved. I'd like to add that, given these times, your recognition today is both a recognition of your character and dedication to achieve this goal based on what's going on here in the world right now. So I think those two characters that character and the dedication will carry you very far in your life. So congratulations on your awards today.
Thank you very much, Councilman. Italia?
Yes, hello everyone, good morning. On behalf of Senator Richard Roth, it is my honor and privilege to congratulate this month's honorees. I know that this year has been very challenging, and you all have distinguished yourselves through perseverance and determination. I wish you the very best on your next phase of your life, and congratulations.
Thank you, Italia. Ms. Amber Smalley?
Yes, good morning, everyone. On behalf of Riverside County Supervisor Jeff Hewitt, we would like to wish you a very congratulations on receiving the Student of the Month award. Even as we make it to the end of the school year, I just want to say congratulations, and I want to acknowledge all of the hard work and perseverance that you guys have all truly shown. So congratulations, and we wish you the best of success. Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. And I get to represent the Parish Union High School District. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to say congratulations to all the students and the families, because it takes a village to raise a student. And we just love the kids that we have in our district, the things that they do. And we love this program. We get to show them off. They're the best of the best that we have in our district. And it's just a testament to the hard work that goes on, not only at home, but at school, even through these challenging times. These kids have rose to the top and are the cream of the crop that we have. As we're getting closer to the end of the school year, and the numbers have been improving dramatically so we're working on a plan to be able to bring our seniors back onto campus to finish out the school year. May not be every day, but we are working on a plan for that. And we're also planning for as traditional as a graduation as we can, where it's still, we have to keep everybody safe, but we want to give that to these kids because they've had to endure so much. Sally talks on one of her questions about persevering, and I don't think this year could have been any more. Students have to persevere more than any time ever in the education field. So I'm super proud of them. I think that they are going to make a huge difference in our communities and wherever they end up going. But on behalf of the Parish High School District, I want to say thank you, and wish you all the best in your college plans. My next thing we have there, you can't see it today, but you can get this huge bag of goodies. It has coupons to restaurants to eat. It has activities you get to go do. There are books and there's a Bible in there. There's swag bags. The people here today, we just want to recognize for what they had donated to those gift bags. The city of Menifee has a swag bag in there for each student, as does the city of Paris has a nice bag in there of goodies and things like that. You're going to get all the schools are giving a yearbook to the students that were student of the month, so you get a yearbook. And then the best thing from Jerry Mullins at Creative Printing is we have these thank you cards, and you're going to get a whole big stack of thank you cards to be able to thank all the people that helped put this on. And it's important to fill those out because our sponsors and our vendors and our people that contribute love to hear from you. So it's a handwritten thank you card, no using your Chromebook and print it out and using glue sticks to put it in there. You handwrite them out, but I know it's very expensive to mail, 55 cents a letter, I think now. What you do with those is you get those to your school principal, and the school district will pay for your postage on that. So there's no reason not to do that. It's all free for you. So now we're on the program. We're ready to hear from the kids. You've heard enough from me babbling up here for a while. So we're going to do the presentations of the students. What we're going to ask is the principal will get a chance to talk. The student will have a couple minutes to talk. The teacher mentor will get a chance to talk. And one family member will get a chance to talk. What we're looking for the students is you want to introduce your family and your guest, introduce your teacher, share your college and career goals, share about your current student life. And we'd like you to answer one of the 4 following questions. What do you believe is your greatest contribution to your community, school, or family? What do you think is the most significant life lesson that you will take with you to college? How do you plan on giving back to our community or paying it forward? Or the 4th question you could answer is, share a personal story that demonstrates an obstacle you've overcome. And you all can't use the COVID thing this year, not being in school. Everybody's had to deal with that. So look at something else that you had to work for. So let's get it started. We're going to start out with our Paris High School student. I'm going to introduce our principal at Paris High School, Mr. Juan Santos, and he'll be working to talk about Jesus Ortiz. So Juan, it's all yours.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you all for being here. And thank you to all the sponsors for continuing to support all of our amazing students in our schools. I'd like to introduce to you Jesus Ortiz, who is the student of the month for this month of March for Paris High School. And I couldn't think of one of the better students to be able to recognize from our school. Jesus is our ASB president. He is ranked number 5 in our senior class. He is one of those students who really learns by observing. He has a quiet leadership type nature about him that allows for him to be able to just kind of observe and learn, and then pitch in whenever he feels he'd like to pitch in. He has done a magnificent job in working with our ASB students and our ASB seniors to kind of help our students keep the motivation up this year. It's been a rough year for many of our students because of distance learning, but he has quietly led the ASB group and has worked with them to be an inspiration to the rest of our students. And so I'm very proud of a lot of the work that he has done. He was nominated by Mr. Rodriguez, who is our ASB teacher, and he sees them every day. And so he'll say a couple of words about him right now, but I'd like to introduce you Jesus Ortiz, and he'll let you know where he's going. Well, he doesn't know where he's going to college just yet because we're still waiting for some acceptance notices. But wherever he goes, he's going to be magnificent because he wants to study business finance and marketing. So I'll hand it over to Mr. Ortiz.
Hello, my name is Jesus Ortiz. I am a senior at Paris High School. I'm here with my mom, Angela, and I'm here with my ASB teacher, Mr. Rodriguez. So I once learned a very important lesson, one that I'll be carrying with me after high school, to my college life, and even after that. I remember once my freshman year, one day, me and a couple friends were complaining about having too much work to our English teacher, actually. He told us that we were barely getting started with work, and it would only become more difficult as the years progressed. He was sure right. However, the thing he said after that stuck with me, that stuck in my head, he told us it's worth suffering now so we can relax and feel content with life later instead of suffering for the rest of our lives. Now, the way I took that was to work hard now, to take every chance I am given now, and to make the most of it, no matter how hard or how stressing or how time-consuming. I will carry this lesson with me so I can keep pushing forward and avoid myself from slacking in college. I want to live a life where I'm not just successful and earning good money, but also want to enjoy my job and I'm able to enjoy my life to the fullest. I know the best way of getting there is to follow what I was told. I'd rather work hard now so I don't have to work even harder for the rest of my life. And that's something that my parents stress on me a lot. And at the end of the day, my main goal in life is to make her proud, to make my family proud, and anyone else who believed in me and gave me the time of the day. I am blessed and grateful to have 2 hardworking parents who have pushed me every step of the way, 2 parents who have left everything behind, their families, friends, lifestyles, in order to bring me better opportunities to become successful. So it's only fair I repay them by taking nothing for granted and never settling for anything less than what I know I'm capable of. I want them to see that everything they gave up was worth it. There's also been amazing teachers along the way, like Rodriguez, who have shown me they truly care. They care and believe in me, sometimes even more than I do in myself. Teachers like him are the reason I love my school. They help give me that extra push that is needed, sometimes without even knowing they're doing it. So that is why I'll be back. I'll be back in Paris, no doubt, sometime in my future to give back. This place molded me into the person I am right now. My 4 years of high school changed me for the better, and I wouldn't have wanted to spend it anywhere else but Paris High. I wish to come back and help in any way I can, if that is helping fund any programs that help me or speak about my journey to any students, anything really, as long as I know I'm giving a piece of me back to my community that helped me so much. I'll be happy with that. As of right now, I'm unsure where I plan on attending college because I'm currently playing the waiting game, waiting for about 8 schools to respond. And my heart and mind have told me for all these years that I'll stay in California, but I very well know that I'm one big acceptance away from changing that up. So we'll see where I end up. What I do know is that I will be studying business for marketing and financing, wherever I end up. I love numbers, I always have, as well as working with other people. So this was a major I have 100% set myself to. Before I pass the floor to Mr. Rodriguez, I would like to thank everyone for being here to support me today, as well as other school winners. I'd like to congratulate everybody else who won Student of the Month, and thank you to everyone.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez.
Okay, good morning and welcome everybody. Before I start, well, let me just get into it. So, congratulations, Jesus. You totally earned it. What I want to say to start with is to everybody here and a little bit about Jesus and why I wrote this. So, if I'm being perfectly honest, my expectations of all my students is to be at the levels of Student of the Month. And I literally think I could write something about all of them every month, but I don't. What I do is I quietly sit back and watch, and I wait. And I wait for that moment that one of my students does something just extraordinary, something a little above. And it's that moment, it's that spark that ignites in me like the ability to write a nomination letter. So I would actually just like to read the nomination letter to you because I think it sums up my feelings and why I decided to nominate him. So let me read the statement. I nominate Jesus Ortiz for Student of the Month, and here is why. Academically, there is no one like him in school, or few like him in school. He is ranked number 5 in his class with a GPA of 4.275, and insert list of advanced courses and AP classes here. So if you're inclined to base your decision on academics, I mean, we are teachers, then maybe that is enough for you to click on his name. As for me, it's not his academics, but is what he has quietly done from the first day of school until now. And that is be a model of what I think we would all want our students to be. He has publicly put himself out there, encouraging his classmates at the risk of ridicule to be positive, supportive, attend class, and of course, show pride. He is our Asb President, and it is safe to say that he did not sign up for a job to be performed under COVID circumstances, especially for the entire year. Yet here we are, and he never complains, but makes the most of every situation, staying positive. It is also safe to say that he never expected to give a student eulogy for the passing of a teacher. What teenager signs up to do that? But he did. And he spoke with the perfect mixture of warmth and togetherness that our school needed. Sometimes we have leaders that say, "Look at me." And that's not Jesus. Quietly, consistently, he does his job both as a student and as a leader. And that is why I hope you can join me in voting for him for Student of the Month. And I am happy to say that my colleagues at Paris High agreed. So to Jesus and to his family, because I feel none of us do this journey alone. Congratulations.
Señorita Ortiz, nos da mucho placer que su hijo sea reconocido como residente del mes aquí en nuestra escuela. Por ser presidente, se ha empujado mucho para llegar al punto donde él está ahorita y va a tener muchas opciones para que él pueda ir a la universidad. Y básicamente él está dando las gracias a ustedes por el esfuerzo que hicieron a venirse a este país para darle esa oportunidad a su hijo. Y definitivamente lo está aprovechando. No sé si quiere decir algunas cosas para la gente.
Buenos días, good morning everybody. Estoy aquí para darle las gracias a todas las personas que han ayudado a Jesús
We're having technical difficulties.
Like they froze up there.
Jesus, are you able to hear us by any chance? All right. We'll go on to the next school, and then we'll hopefully have Ms. Ortiz rejoin, and then we'll give her a spot at the end, hopefully. So with that, I'd like to introduce next Heritage High School, Principal Mark Carell and student Riley Chapman.
Thank you, Principal Santos, and I love that background. I'm envious. Wait to see ours next month. Good morning, distinguished guests, family, and friends. Thank you for making today possible and memorable for our wonderful students. It's my privilege to recognize Riley Chapman. Riley is accompanied by her proud mother, our nominating teachers, Mr. Chris Madalena and Mrs. Maggie Moratsis. They're going to share comments about our amazing student. Riley is a 4-year veteran of the agriculture program at Heritage. Her cumulative GPA exceeds 4.0, and she will be attending Montana State University pursuing a career in veterinary medicine. Her love for animals is evident as she has won numerous leading awards throughout the state in the veterinary career development education contest, competing against hundreds of students from across the state. And Riley was just named as the Riverside County Future Farmers of America sectional proficiency winner in the small animal production category. So her teachers can better explain these wonderful accomplishments, and it is my pleasure to introduce Riley, followed by Mrs. Moratsis and Mr. Madalena.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Riley Chapman. Like was said, I am a 4-year ag student veteran of the FFA program, and I'm also currently serving as a vice president for my chapter officer team. And I'm going to be answering the question about the significant life lesson. The most significant life lesson that I'll be taking with me to college is that passion drives dedication and will lead to success through hard work and perseverance. I know this may sound like a general statement, especially given for the times that we are in right now, but I firmly believe that this is one of the most important life lessons that anyone can ever learn in their lifetime. So often you see people lacking passion for their career. It's often one that they've spent so much time and money on, and it's extremely saddening to see, especially as it becomes more common. For me, I see college as a way that opens the door to a career that you may very well dedicate your whole life to, making it essential to find a passion and pursue it. I can wholeheartedly thank the entirety of the FFA program at Heritage, which is the entire reason why I'm enrolled at this school, for showing me my passion, as well as teaching me hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Without our passions, we find it difficult to dedicate ourselves to anything, whether that be in my case, with nursing sick lambs back to health, or for your teachers, for teaching your students and making sure that they are prepared to go into the world. Hard work isn't an immediate process, but rather something that evolves over time and will no doubt be challenged. But this is where we meet perseverance in these difficult times and eventually success. Thank you to the FFA program, to my ag teachers, and to my friends and family for dedicating so much time into me, revealing my passions and teaching me life lessons that I will always carry with me as I go on to Montana State University to study veterinary medicine and genetics. And thank you to all these sponsors for supporting me and making all of this possible. I am truly forever in debt to all of you. And thank you for all these past 4 years, and thank you to everything that you do. And with that, I'll pass it on to Ms. Moratsis.
Thank you, Riley.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Miss Maggie Moratsis. I'm one of Riley's ag teachers. I've known Riley since her freshman year, having coached her on one of the different career development event teams that we have here at Heritage High School. She's been a member of a number of other societies in her time at Heritage. I mean, I'm trying not to speak for her, but I think ag is probably her favorite program, but she's been a member of several other clubs on our campus on top of keeping her good grades. So that just speaks to her just, you know, inherent capability of like just pushing through all these different commitments and getting the job done. I'm going to read a little bit from a letter of recommendation I wrote for her college acceptance and for a scholarship. So I hope you'll humor me for a minute. Riley is remarkable in many ways, but one way she has shown true leadership was through the rabbit breeding program at our school's ag program. Riley has revolutionized the way that our breeding program operates. It used to be largely taken care of by Mr. Madalena, and I'm sure he'll talk about that too when he speaks, but Riley, after years of learning how to show and care for rabbits, took on the challenge of becoming the lead rabbit farmhand, and she was given many responsibilities that most students wouldn't be given at her age, caring for a large amount of livestock at once. She even took initiative to make changes to the program herself, and that's what I think is really special about Riley, is that she takes initiative even when no one asks her to do something. For example, Riley does not only show younger members in our program how to show and care for rabbits when we go to our fairs, and run our showmanship practices, but she's also in charge of pairing up breeding animals by analyzing their genetic traits and bloodlines. So she has a strong scientific foundation for everything she does. She makes feed and ration decisions for the animals too. She started growing her own crops on campus to help supplement the rabbits' diet just because she was curious to see if it would work. She did her own independent research and science project to see what breeding techniques would most effectively enhance our breeding program with our rabbits. And no one asked her to do this. This was all of her own volition. So just an incredible trait to have. Riley serves the members of our chapter by giving up her time to plan and coordinate events with her fellow chapter officers. And again, I'm sure she didn't sign up to be a whole year online doing all these online events with our chapter officer team, but she's made the most of it, and her impact on our chapter officer team this year has been fantastic to see. Her leadership has really found a home with the chapter officers. She commutes, I don't know if anyone else know this, and Riley kind of hinted at it, but Riley commutes about 45 minutes to school in a normal year every day, both ways, because she lives closer to like the Norco district than she actually does to our district. But she transferred to our district because she wanted to be a part of our ag program. And I think that just speaks to her dedication and her passion for agriculture and for learning what she's really passionate about. She consistently maintains a high GPA in all of her classes. And I think, that's just, I mean, as much as she's passionate about ag, it just shows you what a lifelong learner Riley truly is. She's not the sort of person who's going to cut corners on her work when other extracurricular activities like have to take precedence. Like, she will get the work done, and it will be done to the T. She's one of those students where when I have to correct her work or look over her work, I have very few recommendations because she's already kind of covered the bases. So overall, I feel Riley's going to be really successful in the future, and she's left quite a strong legacy here at Heritage. We're all about legacy. And I feel like Riley's time at Heritage has not been wasted. She has put all of her effort into leaving a strong legacy. So we can't wait to see what great things she's going to do. And I'm very proud of her.
Thank you, Ms. Moratsis. Coming up next, Mr. Madalena.
Well, good morning. I keep going over in my head some of the descriptors of Riley. Self-starter, driven, motivated, and also stubborn. And that is said in the highest level of compliment and endearment that I could use that term. It's because of all those terms, she has not only risen to a level of excellence, but she's helped other kids around her. She expects excellence from others. They've achieved excellence because of her self-starting, motivation, and stubbornness. And they've sailed, they've risen because of her, not just Riley. Riley's been successful a great deal, but she's helped others, which is really what we really like to look for as well. She's made me better at what I do after almost 30 years because she doesn't put up with any garbage from me. She makes sure that T's are crossed and I's are dotted. And it may not sound to a lay person running a rabbit program is a big deal, but there were times we had over 200 animals in our barn, and she's also running the poultry program, hundreds and hundreds of birds out there. So I can just tell you that I just expect great things from Riley because of her passion and because she goes out and helps other people. And I don't think there can be a higher compliment or a greater way to pay back than to help others around you. And she does that constantly.
Thank you, Mr. Madalena. At this time, I'd like to offer Ms. Morris an opportunity to speak. You're muted, ma'am.
I didn't realize I was going to be speaking this morning, so I'll just keep it very short. I just want to say that her grandfather and I are so very proud of her, and I'm so very glad that she was able to attend a school that had the FFA program because of her love of animals, and I know it's going to take her a long way in her life. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're definitely very proud of Riley. At this time, we'd like to introduce California Military Institute with Ms. Rebecca Beagles and her hard-charging student.
Thank you so much. Good morning. On behalf of our principal, Dr. Milosavljevic, it's an absolute honor to be a part of this amazing and worthy event that celebrates the achievements of our own very outstanding students. A big thank you to any veterans who may be with us today. Thank you very much for your service. I'd also like to reiterate our appreciation for Ms. Sally Myers for her leadership in making this event possible, as well as all of the sponsors, Paris and Menifee Chamber of Commerce, dignitaries, Superintendent Bennett, Cabinet, and our board members. A big thank you as well to Mrs. Fetzner and Mrs. Rico for all that they do to make this event a success, and congratulations to all of the students of the month, as well as their families and their administrators. It is with enthusiasm and pleasure that I introduce Yasmin Ramirez as our choice for Student of the Month. I also want to extend a warm welcome to her family and our two amazing teachers, Ms. Jane Sibilia, who is our ASB director as well as English teacher, and our band and music teacher, Mr. Michael Tatum. A few things about Yasmin first before I let you take it over, Yasmin. Her current rank is Cadet Sergeant First Class. She has a term GPA of 3.667. and is successful in all academics, including AP courses as well as college courses. She'll go into a little bit more detail about her plans after high school, but she does plan to go to Mount San Jacinto Community College and then transfer to UCR to study psychology. She carries out her cadet and student duties in a professional and reliable manner. She always comes to school on time with a charismatic attitude, approaches all leadership challenges with an open mind, and is a true inspiration to all. Her hobbies include music, and she's an exceptional dancer. Yasmin, I want to thank you for your leadership and dedication, and I'm going to let you take it over because I know you have a few words to say, and go ahead and introduce your guests who are here today as well.
Thank you, Ms. Beagle. Good morning, everyone. My name is Yasmin Ramirez. I'd like to just thank everyone for this amazing opportunity. I am a senior attending California Military Institute and would like to introduce my mother, Veronica Sevis.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for this honor.
My student mentors, my mentor is Ms. Sibilia and Mr. Tatum. I have been attending CMI since the 5th grade. I've been there for 8 years. All those 8 years, I've been an active member of the Rotary Club and have done many events with ASB and the Women's Club. I did all of 8 years. I did practically community service about every weekend with my local church, St. James First Congregational Church in Paris, with local elementary schools that my mother works at, and various Rotary clubs around Paris. I am acting ASB President currently and have done many events with ASB, including blood drives, heritage nights, Lunar Festival, and Cinco de Mayo festivals, all trying to reach out to the community. We've all been in this quarantine for about a year together. And this past year has not been the best for everyone, but we're all getting there. I can't do that. I plan to go to MSJC after high school. And then transfer to either UCR or Cal State San Marcos, depending on time. And I plan to major in psychology, study cosmetology, and continue to train and to teach dance to children. I'd like to finish this off by thanking all the sponsors from the Student of the Month program and seeing my staff who have supported me for the past 8 years. Thank you, Mr. Tatum. Thank you, Ms. Sevilla. Thank you, Ms. Beagle. Thank you.
Ms. Sevilla, if you would like to share some words about Yasmin.
Sure, I'd love to. So as Yasmin said, we have the unique experience of being able to have students for 8 years, not just 4. And I remember Yasmin was a little tiny 10-year-old, and she's in 5th grade. And we were setting up, I think it was for homecoming. And she comes in her little voice and she's like, "Can I help?" And I'm like, "But honey, you can't go to this dance." "I don't care, I just want to help." And that is Yasmin. She has been helping with ASB since she was 10 years old. She got nothing out of it. She just did it because she wanted to help. On top of that, she just has a drive like a few kids I've seen. I mean, she teaches dance classes on the side and then also was coming to most of the events in some capacity to help. She either came in the beginning to set up, or she came at the end to clean up, or somewhere in the middle to run the concession stand, but she's always helping. And it's kind of cool that she came full circle and she's now our ASB president, because she's literally been involved with ASB since she was 10. I love working with Yasmin. She's always positive. When I mention some event we want to do, she doesn't look like freaked out about it, like overwhelmed. She goes, "Okay, what do we need to do?" Like, it's not scary to her. She just faces it head on. And I really think she's going to be super successful in her future endeavors. Of course, I'm hoping you're leaning towards Cal State San Marcos because that's my school that I went to. Anyways, on top of getting a wonderful degree in psychology, she also wants to study cosmetology, and that's really cool. And I just really think she's going to be super successful, and I'm really excited to see where she's going to go. I was so honored that she picked me as one of her mentors. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sevilla. Mr. Tatum, would you like to share a few words on behalf of our Student of the Month, Yasmin?
Oh, of course. First of all, good morning, everybody. And it is an honor to be here. Honestly, I believe that my band kids are the best kids in the school. And it is about time that the rest of the staff have finally agreed and picked one of my band kids to be Student of the Month. Yasmin is awesome. I've had her since she was in 6th grade, and she comes from a great family. And it's I've had her older brother, and he came through and set a very good legacy in band. And normally the younger siblings drop the ball, but Yasmin has picked up the ball and run with it when it comes to being a great legacy band kid, and is very bittersweet that she's graduating this year. But because I still have her younger brother, I expect to see more of her in the future. And just a few things, some words to describe her character, because we like to focus on character before content. Yasmin is trustworthy, caring, dependable. Let me go back to the caring part. For my birthday, every year the band kids find out about it. And I don't know how, I haven't figured this out, but they always find some way to not be around for a little bit and then surprise me with like a birthday cake or something like that. Every year it's happened, well, except for this year, because, but Yasmin's always been one of the ones who's helped surprise me with the birthday party. And so that is her caring attitude, and it's just part of her, her character. One thing I know is she's definitely going to reach her goals. And I've been able to tell that since she was in 6th grade, because in beginning band, they had their seating arrangement tests. And then I instituted a challenge system where they can challenge to become, the higher chair. And then there was one guy in there who was, I believe, a couple grades higher than her, and she was second chair. And she went after him, just every time. She challenged this guy. And every time it would be a close challenge. I like to have good challenges. And every time, if she didn't beat him, she challenged him again. Very next opportunity, challenged him again until she finally was able to get that spot. She just kept going for it. And so that dedication, I saw that over the years. And she went into, as she got older, she went to ASB. And every time we have an event of anything important on campus, you got to believe Yasmin's a part of it. Especially when the band is when doing things, she's always been there, and she's busy. She teaches dance classes. She's part of ASB and the other clubs that she mentioned, but she's always there for me and there for us with band. And I know she's going to be successful, and I'm looking forward to seeing how she goes out there and crushes it in life. So it is an honor to be here, and thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tatum. I would like to invite Yasmin's mom right now to say a few words, Miss Sevis.
Ms. Sevis, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you again for the honor. I am very proud of my daughter. You're gonna make me cry. She has come through a lot, and she has gone through a lot, and she has come through it. And we are very proud of her for doing so. She is an amazing dancer, competes in professional dancing competitions, YAGP, one of them, is spending a lot of her time, has spent a lot of time training to become an instructor. And hopefully that's something she can continue to do in the future, because it is one of her passions. I am a teacher, and I did get an opportunity. I am also product of Paris, woohoo! And was able to come back to my community and now teach in my community, and it is very satisfying. So I do encourage all of you students who are receiving the award to consider that when you come back to your community and they talk about the kids, you say, I'm the kids. And if I can do this, all of these kids can do that. It is our community. We have pride in it, and therefore, we expect and provide the resources for them to overcome that and to be part of the successful community. So thank you to all of you sponsors and community supporters. Rotary, one of them, the Chamber of Commerce of the different cities, but thank you for supporting our students, because especially during this time, it is very, very important that they feel recognized, that we feel that all of this time has not been wasted. We want to know, and they need to know that their hard work is being recognized, and that we all recognize it. And I love her, and I'm very proud of you, Yasmin. And thank you, teachers, for being so supportive. Thank you, Mr. Tatum, for being part of our family. Thank you, Ms. Sevilla, for supporting and being there for my daughter when she needed you. Thank you. Thank you, CMI, because you have been an excellent choice. I am very glad and proud that I started with Alex, I don't know, 10 years ago now, I think. And now it's the third. I have 3 children who will be graduating, hopefully. We're still working on the last one. From CMI, and very proud of the work that you have done with our kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sevis. I'd like to invite now Dr. Kyle Garrity, Assistant Principal, Paloma Valley High School, to introduce his Student of the Month.
Thanks, Rebecca. Hey, and thank you everybody for being here and supporting this program. I appreciate all this is done. It's great for these kids. And hey, Erin, how you doing? We miss you, and we wish we could do this in person. You can tell she's got a security team behind her. She's going to be famous. And so she's one of those shining stars that every team in a school hopes for. She's taken pretty much every hard class we have to offer at our school. She doesn't have a B on her transcript. She, her grade point is over a 4.5. I think the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. And I think we're excited to see where you're going to go. It's awesome to see somebody that not only takes that challenge, and we know how hard that is. We know the kind of daily grind that means. We know the kind of pressure that puts on your family to create a situation at home where you can study. You're studying every night, right, Mom? I mean, you can tell she's just like been at it really hard, and we're coming to an end here. So it's just awesome to celebrate that and see where you're going. You've been a positive role model at our school. not only is she working hard, but she is smiling every day, and she is has a tenacity that is contagious. When everybody sees her around campus, she lights the place up. So it's a pretty powerful combination to see somebody like you, and just proud of you. She's been involved in our National Honor Society. She's part of our environmental team called Planet Paloma, which she has a social conscience, and she's thinking about the future. And she's done dance at our school, and she just clearly loves learning, and I'm excited to see where you go. So I know I'm going to turn over to you, and you're going to share with us what's going on, what's the next step.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Erin Callalang, and today I'm joined with my stepmom, Gemma Vermolia, and my calculus teacher, Mr. Lundstrom. First of all, I want to say thank you to my teachers and all the staff at Paloma for nominating me, and I'm really grateful, and I really appreciate this award. As for things about me, I am like the oldest out of 5 siblings, so it gets pretty hectic around my family. But by being the oldest, I feel like I have this obligation to be a role model to them and be someone that they can look up to and be proud of. And I believe that through my high school life, I did my best academically and did my best like overall as a person to be that someone that they could look up to and possibly ask for help if they need to. So that is my biggest contribution to my family. I've also been part of a few clubs, like Mr. Garrity mentioned, that have changed my outlook on my life and have just improved me as a person. I'm involved in clubs like NHS, Key Club, dance teams, Planet Paloma, and a bunch more. And these are all ways that I feel like I'm giving back to my community. I joined these clubs out of interest, and I didn't realize how much I could give back by being in these clubs, whether it be from like cleaning up at a park, writing letters to orphans, or performing choreography in front of your entire school. These clubs have been my high school life outside of academics, and they have taught me like that there's so much ways to pay it forward, and they don't have to be like, they're interesting ways to pay it forward, and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. So hopefully as I get older and with more resources, I'll be able to give back in the future. And speaking of the future, college. As I reflect on my 4 years at Paloma Valley, there are so many life lessons that I've learned that could help me in college, but there's one that just stands out to me, and it's about mindset. It's about how mindset can affect the outcome of a situation and just how one views that situation. There were times when I would obviously get overwhelmed with the amount of classes I did and extracurriculars, and I saw those challenges as discouraging and pointless, so to say. And by just thinking that, I realized that I was already setting myself up for failure because I already thought I was going to fail. I didn't realize until after I've gone through more of these situations that these situations have helped me grow. And over time, these situations have made me more comfortable, and somehow I've grown to love the challenge. After seeing growth in myself, I fell in love with the idea of learning from my failure because it was a way for me to grow even more. Be it in my academics, clubs, and such, I've embraced not knowing everything, learning from situations, and being more open to attempting to solve these challenges. I've learned that trying can either lead to like one of 2 ways, either a learning experience if I fail, or 2, I know I'm ready for a bigger challenge if I succeed. I'm planning to tackle bigger challenges in a UC. Decisions are still rolling out, so I'm not really sure where to go. But once I get my acceptances, hopefully I could choose a place. And then there I plan to major in engineering. Not really sure what type of engineering I want to major in, but I just really enjoy the STEM field, and I don't see myself straying too far away from that path. And yes, that is it about me. Thank you once again to all my teachers and all the staff at Paloma for everything they've done to make my 4 years so memorable and as great as I know them. Thank you for the sponsors for being here today, and thank you for my teachers for being so supportive and just guiding me throughout these 4 years.
Okay, thanks. And we're going to circle back to your stepmom, but we're going to turn it now to the professor, Ryan Lundstrom, back there. He's going to talk about you.
You must have heard how the kids call me professor, and I'm like, stop it! All right, so I'll start with, unfortunately, kind of like dating myself and how old I am, but I've been at Paloma since 1996. Now, I was a student then, not a teacher, But that's how long I've been at Paloma. And the reason why I bring that up is because I've had the great fortune of seeing some amazing students. You know, we've had some that have gone to just do amazing things, doctors, super advanced producers in Hollywood, professors at MIT, like all kinds of just amazing students that have gone on. And I've had the great, I guess, right, we're just like, it's been amazing being able to know all those kids. And the reason why I bring that up is because Erin is definitely at that level. I mean, she is one of the top students I've ever had. And I'll kind of explain why I think that. First off, I'll bring up evidence of that too, that it's not just me that sees it, everybody does, is as all the teachers know, the way that the student month works, it's like, oh, you send it in to the principal saying like, oh, this is who I nominate. And then everybody kind of gets an opportunity to like, you know, what do you guys think of these nominations? And it was like, every single one of her teachers was like, yes, Erin. It was like, everybody was like, oh yeah, Erin, that's the choice. And, you know, so it's not just me that's seeing it. Now, as far as what I see, it's insane, the person she is. And what I mean by that is usually people, especially as a teacher, you see students have one really good quality. They're like really intelligent, but to be kind of honest, they may not be like politically correct, but they're weird. You know, it's like, they're really smart, but it's like, man, they're kind of strange to talk to. Or they work really hard, but they don't really have the intelligence, but they're going to do great in life because they work so hard. Erin is so unique because she has a ton of qualities. Like, she is brilliant, very intelligent student. She is extremely confident, but not on the side of arrogance. She's still very humble. It's like, I bet you if you asked her, if you told her you're smart, she'd be like, no, I'm not. But it wouldn't be like self-defeating, like, I'm not. It just is a lack of pride. Like, she just is a very intelligent student that knows her ability and yet isn't too haughty about it. She also works really hard. She has great compassion. I mean, you guys, I'm sure you saw just by the way she speaks. She speaks really well, is very kind, cares about other people. The people in her group, she's always trying to bring them up more so than she really cares about her grades. I put my students in a lot of groups. Even with this distance learning, she is also my NHS president, National Honor Society. In the past, when we were in school, a lot of times my presidents, I'd have to kind of like, hey, you were supposed to do this. Hey, come on. And it would be like months of like me telling them to, come on, get on this. Whereas with her, it's almost the opposite. She's like, hey, I did this. Can you help me out with this? And I'm like, oh crap, I gotta help her. So it's like, it's just amazing. So I know I'm kind of like all over the place with this, but I just wanted to correlate to you all that don't really know her, how amazing Erin is, and she's gonna make a difference in the world. And I really look forward to seeing what she does. I'm super excited to hear she's gonna be an engineer because she's very talented mathematically. But yeah, so hopefully that's enough to kind of give you a nutshell, small little speech of how awesome Erin is.
Thank you, sir. And Erin, do you want to, your guest there, what you want to, anything you want to say there too? I'll give you guys the mic too.
Ready? Yes. Hello, good morning, everyone. First, I would like to thank all the teachers for giving this recognition to Erin. So ever since she was little, she has always been an excellent student and always strived to be the best. She is also good sister and a daughter. And for that, we are very thankful to have her in our lives. We are very proud of you and of what you have become. And we always want to support you to all your future endeavors. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
All right. Thank you, Erin. Thank you. Appreciate you. And we're looking forward to seeing you again. So I'm going to turn it back to our man, the superintendent, Mr. Grant Bennett. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garrity. Before I go into starting to close out the program, Jesus Ortiz, his mom didn't get a chance to share with us their computer. They're locked up on the internet. So I'd like to give her a chance to share a few words with Ms. Ortiz.
Good morning, everyone. Estoy aquí para darle las gracias a todos los maestros que han hecho posible que sea el estudiante que es muy agradecida con todos. Estoy orgullosa de la persona que él es y de todo el esfuerzo que él pone para seguir adelante y ser un ejemplo para su familia y para su comunidad. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, señor Ortiz. She just wants to thank all of our teachers and who have supported her son and have helped him to succeed. She's very proud of who he is and who he is becoming as a young man, and all of the efforts that he's been devoting to school. And she just wants to make sure she thanks everybody for being here today as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Ms. Ortiz. You know, we're running a little long today, but I do want to say just a couple words about our students. You know, listen to their stories and what they are involved in and what they've done and what their plans are. You know, as a superintendent, I can't be more proud to be the person in charge of this district that gets to have these great kids and great families come through. We're looking forward to them coming back. And I heard Mrs. Sevis say she was a product of the Paris area also. I hope I wasn't her math teacher way back in the day, but I was Miss Tejeda's math teacher. She's another graduate from our district that now is a principal. And Mr. Lundstrom was starting quarterback down at Paloma Valley and a great calculus teacher, probably the highest pass rate in calculus in Riverside County on the AP test. Those are just, you know, some examples of the people that have gone on and have come back and given back to our community. We want to see that with our the current student months also. So if you want to be a teacher, I probably won't be around by the time you're ready to come back and be a teacher, but we can have Mr. Skorpanich take care of that for you. Sally always ends the student of the month with a word of the month, and she gets these from John Maxwell's book, The 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. So the word she left me today was responsibility. And you think about these 4 students this morning, the responsibility they've taken on and what they've done, but responsibility. Good leaders never embrace a victim mentality. They recognize that who and where they are remain their responsibility, not that of their parents, their spouses, their children, the government, their bosses, or their core workers, or their teachers and administrators. They face whatever life throws at them and give it their best, knowing that they will have an opportunity to lead the team only if they prove that they can carry the ball. And you think about 4 characteristics of someone being responsible. They get the job done. They're willing to go the extra mile. They are driven by excellence, and they produce regardless of the situation. All 4 of these students have shown it by those 4 qualities, great responsibility over their high school career and their school career. So I just want to again say thank you to our sponsors and our elected officials. Congratulations to the students and the families for this. We look forward to having a graduation coming up in June. And thank you all for being here this morning, and have a great day.